Good evening, everybody, and welcome to class night. I am the 2021 class president, Hudson Bradbury. On behalf of the class, thank you all very much for coming out tonight and supporting our class. At this time, I would like to welcome Janelle Tweedy, Elizabeth Hotham, and Amy Garrettson to the podium for the reading of the class history.
This is the class history of memories that our class has made over the years.
Remember when Megan punched Grayson and gave him a bloody nose?
Remember when Landon fell and ripped his pants in gym class?
Remember when the girls had a club in the 2nd grade?
Remember when Stetson caught a mouse in Senora's class?
Remember when Hudson brought his fish to school in a Tito's bottle?
Remember when Janelle sprained her wrist opening a Gatorade bottle?
Remember when we had the teddy bear picnic in elementary school?
Remember when all the Bridgewater students came to Mars Hill in 1st grade?
Remember when Hudson and Jenna got engaged in English class?
Remember when Lizzie was rude to everyone during Winter Carnival?
Remember when Exernia fell and broke her leg in the lunchroom?
Remember when we got shut down for COVID as juniors and did like no schoolwork?
Remember when Jenna passed out at lunch in 7th grade?
Remember when Macy Beals had a mental breakdown in Spanish class?
Remember when Janelle broke her arm on the monkey bars?
Remember when Jack could rap faster than anyone else?
Remember when Amy dropped Megan in the mud on Winter Carnival?
Remember when we won Winter Carnival as juniors?
Remember when we went to the cow farm in the 1st grade and Hudson, Megan, and Brian got pooped on by the cow?
Remember when Devin pushed Brandon into the door and broke it?
Remember when Macy threw a water bottle at Lauren's face 3 days before prom?
Remember when Libby and Macy won a state championship in basketball?
Remember when the boys' soccer team won states in 2019?
Remember when we won 3 cheering state championships?
Remember when Jack used to hide in the ceiling in 6th grade?
Remember when Brandon informed us that he has punched a wall before?
Remember when Megan threw up all over Hudson's Crocs at lunch in elementary school?
Remember we played spin the bottle on a field trip in 7th grade?
Remember when Sam Rowe kicked a basketball that hit Jordan in the head from across the gym?
Remember when Lauren was blindfolded and ran into the side of the building?
Remember when Sam Rowe tried to jump over the volleyball net and fell?
We have had a lot of memories, good and bad, over the years. Here's to the future of the class of 2021 and the memories that are to come.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Madison Howlett, and I am the junior class president. For starters, I would like to congratulate the class of 2021. If I had to describe this year in one word, I would describe it as unprecedented. There were so many obstacles that your class had to overcome this year, from changing to schedules, to switching classes, to wearing a mask. Usually during unprecedented times of change, people tend to spread apart and go off on their own. But your class has come together and overcome these many changes, and now you are here. As you all move on to the next chapters of your lives, everyone should remember that even during unprecedented times, instead of pulling apart, stay together with the people you care about and stay on strong. From all of your supporters at Central Aroostook, best of luck at your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening, my name's Kevin Jackins. I had the privilege this year of coaching girls varsity softball, and I had 6 seniors on my team. These seniors have been on my team ever since they were freshmen. And one thing that's kind of unique about this team is to have so many seniors, and the other thing is to have so many seniors that all work. All 6 of my seniors had jobs this year, and they were juggling a lot of stuff. I mean, they were juggling their academics here at school, they were juggling their sports, they were juggling their personal lives, okay? And, you know, they had really a lot to keep going, and I'm so glad that they played, because if they hadn't played, then we wouldn't have been able to have a team this year. So usually I would call all of them up, and they would come and they would stand here, and we can't do that this year. But when I call their names, I would like for them to stand, please. First of all, Michaela Blanchard. Michaela likes my nickname for her McNuggets, because she has this ability to eat an uncanny amount of McNuggets at McDonald's in a short amount of time. This year we had an interesting situation on the team. We had a girl that was injured that could not bat. She could play second base, but she could not bat. And so Michaela became our designated hitter, and she did a really good job for us. She got better and better as the season went along. So that's Michaela Blanchard. Next is Madison Coffin. Maddie's a very good softball player. She plays third base. She has a very strong arm, strong defensively, strong offensively. Maddie has a unique situation in that this is her 5th year of playing varsity softball. She was brought up as an 8th grader because they didn't have enough back then to be able to have a team. My next player is Emma Patterson. Emma plays center field for us and is also a very good hitter. She's improved a great amount over the years. She's going to play softball next year for the University of Maine at Prescott. My next player is Macy Beals. As you all know, Macy is very athletic. She's played shortstop for me. The last year that we had softball, she was a pitcher. She's been elected to all Aroostook team the last couple of years, and I suspect that when it comes out again this year, she'll be on there as well. Very athletic, very strong hitter. I think she's hit 3 home runs for us this year. My next player is Lauren Chewbacca. Lauren has played for me since she was a freshman. She was one of those kids that's worked extremely hard and just gotten better and better as time's gone on. She's really the kid that I see that has the heart for softball, and she loves the game of softball. As a matter of fact, last year we kept snapping back and forth, and she was really concerned, Jay, are we going to have softball this year? And unfortunately we couldn't last year, but I'm so glad that we could this year. And this next person isn't a player, but probably one of the most valuable people on our team. You got to realize when you get as old as I am that I've coached over 100 teams in my career. I've not only had a lot of players, but I've had a lot of managers. If you get a really, really good manager, they're priceless. I told this girl when she was a sophomore up here at this assembly, I says, you're the second best manager I've ever had. She says, I'm going to be number 1. She is number 1. Go ahead. Jordan DeLong. Jordan has taught me so much. She keeps me organized. She's the one that taught me, Coach Ross, how to use my smartphone, right? She's the one that set me up for Snapchat. Right? She's just taught me an awful lot, but she's so selfless. One of the things that she's done every game is she brings a big canvas bag full of snacks for the kids. And I've said, Jordan, let me give you some money for that. She says, no, Jay, I want to do this for the girls. So for 3 years actually, she's brought snacks and paid for them herself for her teammates. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mitch Ross, and I'm the varsity baseball coach. Well, last evening we finished our regular season with a win over Fort Fairfield. Waited today to find out where we were going to finish in the standings, and now we have the official standings, and so I can let the guys know that on Tuesday we will be going to Fort Fairfield, or not Fort Fairfield, to Madawaska to play Madawaska again. So we beat Madawaska twice this year. Hopefully we can make it 3 times when we go up there. Played in a very strong Northern division this year, maybe one of the strongest divisions that I have seen since I've been coaching. Anyway, Hodgdon finished number 1. We lost our first game to Hodgdon 3-2. We lost our second game to Hodgdon 8-6. So we lost 2 games by a total of 3 runs. Woodland finished number 4. They were 2 of our losses. We lost a game in extra innings to them by 1 run. We lost a second game to them by 2 runs. I'm fairly confident that as we go up to Madawaska and win again on Tuesday, that we go to Hodgdon, and guys, Hodgdon does not want to see us again, but hopefully they will next Thursday. Before I recognize these fellows, one of the things that I just feel like I need to do is I need to thank those who take care of our baseball field and the softball field as well. We have, in all the fields we play on, we have the best baseball field in Aroostook County, right here at Central Aroostook. So, I want to thank Tyler Dross, Shelley Brewer for taking care of that field this year. We have kids come to our baseball field. I hear them talking. They get off the bus on the other team and they say, I love this baseball field. They love coming to Central Aroostook to play. So we need to be proud of that. But if you see Tyler or Shelley, make sure that you thank them for doing an excellent job. So since I can't call the seniors up, I will recognize them. This is the core group, the fellows that you are going to see stand up here in a few moments. This is a group that 2 years ago was a part of our Northern Maine Championship team. Just a group of athletes that has been a core for winning team after team of all sports here at Central Aroostook. So these guys are special. First player I want to recognize is Josh Dahl. And Josh Dahl has played, this year he's played multiple positions for us, played third base, is playing left field, just an excellent outfielder, and really appreciate Josh, and a great offensive contributor as well. Ben DeLong, most of these kids, I think maybe with the exception of Josh, I've been with them coaching baseball since 6th grade when I first saw them, so we have history together. Ben DeLong, and I don't think Ben is here, but Ben has had just a super senior year. Early in the season, we went to Houlton, played a game against Southern Aroostook. He hit a ball into right field, and he collapsed at home plate. His knee gave out on him. And that really put us in a tailspin for a few games, trying to figure out how to replace Ben catching, because he really was irreplaceable for us catching this year. He's sitting on the bench. He can't even stand up, and he says, "Coach, I think I can play." But that's Ben. One of the toughest kids we have, one of the best catchers, just a super catcher. His reflexes, and does a good job behind the plate. Here's how tough he is. So for all you baseball people, you'll understand this. I believe it was at Katahdin a few weeks ago. We had gone through the game, and he come up to me after the game was all over. He said, oh, Coach, I need to tell you, I forgot to wear my cup this game. Now, for those of you who know what a cup is for a catcher, That's a really important piece of equipment. But he's one of those kids that if he would have forgotten that, he wouldn't have told me, just so he could play. That's just how he is. Next player, Jalen Johnston. Jalen Johnston, another young man that just played a bunch of positions for us this year. In my estimation, one of the best defensive second basemen in northern Maine. Just made some spectacular plays this year in Fort Kent, when we were playing Fort Kent. And Fort Kent, I almost think they had the bases loaded. And in the last inning, and there was a line drive hit between first and second, and Jalen just laid out for it. You could hear the Sports Center's top 10 music playing in the background when he caught that ball, and he gets up and throws it to third base and doubles the guy up, game over. And he smiles all the way through whatever he does. So just really appreciate Jalen and his effort. Malachi Fitzherbert. Malachi has anchored us at first base this year and has really, really eaten up some important innings for us on the mound. He doesn't even try to throw breaking balls. They just do when they come out of his hand, and has been a solid bat in the lineup this year, and finally got that elusive first home run this year. So Malachi, congratulations on that. Cody Mcram. So Cody played for us as a freshman, left us for his sophomore year, but came back to this year be one of our main pitchers. And again, another young man that has the ability to play a number of positions. He's one of those kids that when Ben was out, he went behind the plate and caught some innings. If you ask him if he liked that, he did not. He'll own up to that, but he did it for the good of the team. So, and a great bat in the lineup as well, has batted cleanup for us all year long. Stetson Nicholas. Hands down the best center fielder in the division. He covers 2/3 of the outfield with his speed, catches up to balls that no one else catches up to. Has led off for us this year, really good batting average this year, one of our leading run scorers. And Stetson also had his first home run this year. So those were both in Madawaska, so we'll take repeats of those next Tuesday. And then last but not least, Josh Thomas. I keep saying these guys are the best defensive players in Northern Maine. I just believe that they are so multi-talented, and Josh pitched probably the most innings for us this year, played shortstop as well, and also went behind the plate a few times when we needed him there. He leads the team in batting average and is probably one of the best shortstops that I have seen in my years of coaching. So thank you guys for putting Central Aroostook where they are, and just looking forward to next week and continuing our journey through the playoffs. Congratulations.
Hello. I'm Heather Bradbury. I'm the athletic director here at Central Aroostook, and I have the privilege of handing out awards this evening to members of the senior class that have participated in varsity sports during their high school career. I have to commend each and every one of you for your dedication to your teams this year. It hasn't been easy wearing masks while you played and not always having your fans present to support you. It was a pretty quiet winter in this gym. that we all spent together, and you handled it with grace and showed up every single day like you had a full house. You have no idea how thankful I am that we're ending on a strong note. And this will make me cry. When I looked across the field last night, and we had both teams playing here, it was amazing. We had a complex full of crazily parked cars, and kids running everywhere. And I felt like we had made it. We were home again. And I hope that you guys all felt that last night too, that there's some normalcy ahead of you. It was worth waiting for. Over all the last 4 years, you guys have really been blessed with some pretty amazing experiences as Panther athletes. Most athletes go their entire high school careers and never experience the successes that you all have had. Seniors, I hope you remember this time that you've had in high school to participate in these activities. It's so much more than wins and losses and championships. I hope you remember the friendships that you made, the coaches that have invested hours in you, your friends and family and community that have supported you by watching you play over the years. This year, we've really felt from our community how much that they have missed watching you play. You know, it not only took away from you guys not having them here, but it took away from our community, them not being able to come into the gym and see you and support you. You've all gained life lessons from being part of a team. You've learned the value of arriving early, some of you, being energized. You've learned the importance of respecting authority and opponents. You've learned to control your emotions and reactions even when others don't. You've learned to work with others that are sometimes difficult to work with. And you've learned that your attitude will impact others either in a positive or negative way. And you've learned that not everything is about you. And most of all, you finished what you started, and you finished strong. I hope 20 years from now, you'll walk back in this gym with your own families, your own children, and be able to say with pride that this place helped make you into the person that you are. So I have awards for every senior that has participated in athletics over the years. So if you would stand when I call your name, and I'll tell everyone what you're getting them for. Brian Anthony for soccer and ski team. Macy Beals, basketball and softball. Michaela Blanchard, softball. Hudson Bradbury, cheering. Megan Brewer, cheering. Madison Coffin, soccer and softball. Josh Dahl, soccer, basketball, and baseball. Ben DeLong, baseball. Jordan DeLong, softball manager. Malachi Fitzherbert, soccer, basketball, and baseball. Emma Fletcher, cheering. Amy Garrettson, soccer and cheering. Libby Grass, soccer, basketball, and softball. Elizabeth Holtham, cheering. Jalen Johnston, soccer, basketball, and baseball. And I don't know if any of you have been watching the news or Facebook or anything, but I just said Jalen has played soccer, basketball, and baseball, and he just signed with Hudson to play football. So, congratulations on that one. Cody Mcram, soccer, basketball, and baseball. Grayson McKenney, soccer, and ski team. Stetson Nicholas, golf, basketball, and baseball. Emma Patterson, soccer and softball. Sam Rowe, soccer. Jenna Rusby, cheering. Lauren Shabelka, softball. Josh Thomas, Soccer, basketball, and baseball. Alex Toby. Soccer. And Janelle Tweedy. Soccer and cheering. I truly feel honored to be able to give you guys these awards tonight. Best of luck to all of you. Your Panther community is very proud of you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mindy Bell, and I'm one of the math teachers here at the high school. Tonight, I will be presenting 2 math awards to members of the class of 2021. My senior college algebra class this year was a large and extremely diverse class. I'm confident I had some of the loudest as well as the quietest students in the room. Some students completed homework before the in-class practice was even done, while others completed very few homework assignments on time all year long. There were liberals and conservatives, students who spent more time talking to each other than doing math, no matter where in the room they were seated. There were basketball and soccer legends, artists, farmers, musicians, gamers, drama queens, and kings. I will miss this class. The College Algebra Award goes to a student who worked extremely hard throughout the entire year. She was one of those students who kept me on my toes and would let me know when I forgot to post things in Google Classroom. She asked great questions and truly did a great job. The College Algebra Award goes to Alexis LaFerrier. My other group of seniors was my statistics class. I could have given an award to, I think, everyone in that room for one reason or another this year. They are a completely, unique class, extremely competitive. So the students in my period 4 statistics class this year would all agree with this statement. There are math people and there are stats people. They all worked hard throughout this challenging course. One of those students will receive the Stats Award tonight. This student not only had one of the highest averages in the course for the year, but she completed all coursework and she helped others. The Statistics Award goes to Amy Garrettson.
Hello, I'm Michaela Tompkins, and I have gotten the privilege of teaching these guys English and public speaking this year, and I first just want to say congratulations. I am so proud of all of you guys, and I wish you all the best. I have one award to give tonight for academic excellence in English 12. This award is presented to a student who demonstrates outstanding skills in all parts of the English discipline. She is an analytical reader who independently seeks a deeper meaning within a text, a thoughtful writer who creatively crafts detailed pieces, and a reflective student who uses each assignment as an opportunity to learn and grow. I know these skills, as well as her exceptional character, will serve her very well in the future. I'm so proud to give the English 12 award to Emma Fletcher.
Good evening, I'm Rika Jardine, and I'm the advisor of Student Council. I have 6 students to recognize this evening, and over the past 4 years, I've had the privilege to watch these students grow into the thoughtful and dedicated leaders they are today, and I hope will continue to be in the future. Firstly, I'd like to recognize the officers for the class of 2021, Secretary-Treasurer Cheyenne Price, Vice President Exernia Watts-Conrad, and President Hudson Bradbury. I also have 3 senior student council representatives to recognize: Samantha Mccrum. She's served on the council for 3 years and served as our secretary-treasurer this year. Janelle Tweedy. She also served on the council for 3 years and was elected vice president of the council this year. And Elizabeth Hotham. Elizabeth has served on the council for 4 years and was elected president of the council this year. Congratulations, class officers, student council members, and to the class of 2021. Best of luck next year and always.
Good evening, I'm Samantha Duras, high school social studies and personal finance teacher. This year I had the pleasure of teaching Alexis. As a new student this year, Alexis came into the school ready to achieve her goals in education. She has worked extremely hard in government and global studies, and I'm honored to give her the Historical Rock Star Award. A historical rock star is someone who gives 110%, who is a team player, and who thinks like a historian. Congratulations, Alexis. I'm also the advisor for NHS. I also want to honor my 3 exceptional young ladies who have been the CAHS executive team this year. Amy, chapter president. Sorry, Amy was chapter president. Elizabeth, chapter vice president. And Lauren, chapter secretary. They had an interesting and crazy year, but I knew I could depend on these ladies to lead our chapter in accomplishing our goals. Congratulations and thank you. To the class of 2021, before you leave CHS tomorrow, always remember, I love you, I'm proud of you, you matter, you can do anything, and I believe in you. Congratulations.
Good evening, my name is Samantha Nightingale. I am one of the science teachers. Unfortunately, the other science teacher, Miss Mossy, could not be here tonight, so I will be presenting her award for anatomy and physiology. So for this award, Miss Mossy selected a student who has worked very hard throughout a very content-challenging, vocabulary-heavy course. Despite the workload and this student's very busy schedule due to participating in extracurricular activities, the student was always on top of her grades, even towards the end of the school year when end-of-the-year-itis hit. She also never lost her sense of humor, and her laughter alone always made Miss Mossy smile. This student is planning on attending Hudson University to study exercise science. The student who earned the Anatomy and Physiology Award is Macy Beals. I have had the pleasure of teaching a few of these seniors this year. I teach senior physics. The physics award goes to a student without complaint, worked very hard through the math-heavy, complex course. Not only did he obtain a very excellent grade, but he had a very, very good attitude throughout the whole course. The student who earned the physics award is Josh Dahl. I teach 2 science electives. The first one is horticulture. The student in this class got to grow flowers and herbs. And one student that really took to understanding the process and the importance behind the growth of plants. When her plants died, she was concerned. She came to me. She's like, Miss Nightingale, can I replant them? What can I do better? She really took the time to figure things out. And she also makes very, very tasty treats. And I do believe she's going to college for culinary arts. Alexis LaFerrier. Natural resources is a class I teach with the hope that students will obtain an understanding of the materials we use and the processes that it undergoes for us to live the comfortable lifestyles we live. This award goes to a student who did well in the class, but really hopped onto the projects that we were doing. And I got to see him blossom. He went from a really shy, quiet kid to just tried to be my class clown, jumping on my tables. He really got out of his shell. And it was nice to see how much he actually got into the class as well. So this award goes to Jack Bailey.
Good evening. I am Paulina Sargent, the Spanish teacher. Tonight, I would like to recognize some very amazing students. My Spanish 1 award, the pin, goes to Cheyenne Price. You have accomplished great things in my class, and I have been very lucky to have you this year. I was able to count on you no matter what, remotely or in person. The quality of your work has been exemplary, and I was very glad to have you as my part-time teacher aide also. Gracias, Cheyenne. I wish you the best. Now, my Spanish 4 class, the cream of the cream, la crema de la crema. My Spanish 4 pin goes to, it is hard to pick just one. So the pin goes to Emma Fletcher, Macy Beals, and Lauren Chewbacca, my 3 musketeers. You all got a pin this year. I am extremely proud of these 3 young ladies, not just for their Spanish 4 pin, but also because they got the seal of literacy from the state of Maine. As we all know, learning a language is not an easy task. It takes courage and perseverance. You have to be willing to make mistakes to learn. A second language opens the doors to a new culture, to a new world. Don't stop using the skills you have learned so far. The whole world is yours. Go for it. For those who may don't know, the Seal of Literacy is an award that recognizes students' achievement in language learning. Seniors who are proficient in English and an additional language may earn the Seal of Literacy by demonstrating their skills on an approved assessment in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Students receive a seal affixed to their diploma and an indication of receiving the Seal of Literacy on their high school transcripts. This award elevates the study of languages and gives students an edge for their college applications and professional careers. Dear Spanish for students, it has been my pleasure to be your teacher for 4 years. I am truly going to miss you all. Gracias por todo. Felicitaciones y buena suerte, queridas chicas. Emma, you are a student, you're a sweetheart with an amazing work ethic. You're perfect, just the way you are. Macy, you will always be a champion, not just in the basketball court, but also in your academics. Lauren, your personality is awesome. You are the whole package. I'm gonna truly miss you all. This last certificate is for a student who has made a lot of progress since the beginning of the school year. I think school was not easy for him, but after dedicating the time to do the work, he realized that the school is not that hard if you are willing to dedicate the time and put the effort in learning. Now he is graduating and earned a 93 average for the year. He also gave advice to the freshmen in his basic Spanish class. Don't do the same thing I did, he said. Now I have to be in school until period 8 during my senior year. I hope my dear basic Spanish students put the message in their long-term memory. This certificate for the most improved is to Senior Alex Toby. Alex, you have many dreams. It is in your hands to make them true. Good luck. To all my Spanish students this year, thank you for doing your best and making my job fun. Congratulations to the class of 2021 for all your hard work. We are going to miss you guys, and thank you to the parents for supporting our students. Parents are the students' first teachers, and the best inheritance that you could leave to your children is their education. Thank you. Gracias.
I almost got out of it. Mrs. York thought she was next. But. Good evening. For those of you who do not know me, I am Mrs. Brewer, and I am one of the senior class advisors with Mrs. Shaw and Mrs. Mccrum, and I also serve as the yearbook advisor. I would like to take this time to recognize our yearbook staff. This year we chose the theme of Onward. It was our hope that the yearbook was an opportunity to show that despite all the year's challenges, we pushed onward, making the best of a difficult year. In addition to the 3 seniors who put a tremendous amount of time into completing the yearbook, I want to recognize you, the parents, and local community businesses whose financial support make the yearbook possible. At this time, Amy Gerritsen, Elizabeth Holtham, and Janelle Tweedy, please stand so we can recognize you for all your work. The yearbook will be a little bit late, so we're hoping it ships on Saturday, and seniors will be able to pick them up next week and sign them together. To the class of 2021, as you move onward, please remember to be kind, to make good choices, and to always return your library books. Thank you.
Good evening. I really wasn't that eager to get up here, but I thought I was next. My name is Kay York, and I'm the principal here at Central Aroostook. I have the pleasure of presenting several awards this evening. Hudson Bradbury, would you please stand? Hudson receives the President's Pin as the elected senior class president. The president not only represents the class during their senior year, but also will play a vital role in organizing future class reunions. I'm not sure you knew that, Hudson. So best of luck with that, and best of luck in all you do. Each month, the staff selects a student of the month. These students are selected based on academic success and/or improvement in academics, their effort, leadership, and character. Tonight, we recognize 4 seniors who were chosen during this past school year. If you would please stand as I call your name and stay standing until all 4 of you have been called, and then everyone can recognize you. Howard Sargent, Amy Gerritsen, Janelle Tweedy, and Elizabeth Holtham. Congratulations to each of you. We also have 3 students who receive a pin and certificate for perfect attendance. I think this is a first to have 3. They loved us so much they came every day, and we appreciate that. Would you please stand as I call your name, and again, stay standing until all 3 of you have been called. Josh Dahl, Jalen Johnston, and Howard Sargent. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to school this year. It is appreciated. Congratulations. Tonight, I would also like to present Amy Gerritsen to you as the main principal's award. Recipient. This award is sponsored by the Maine Principals Association and is given in recognition of a high school senior's academic achievement and citizenship. And I just wanted to wish Amy the best as she begins her college journey at Hudson University. We are proud of you, Amy. And finally, it is my pleasure to get to present the first scholarship award tonight. It is a Melmac Education Foundation Scholarship in the amount of $2,000, and that goes to Josh Dahl. Congratulations, Josh.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elaine Bollier, and I am the Superintendent of Schools. I have the pleasure tonight of announcing the winners of 2 scholarships. The first scholarship is the Cecil Estabrook Scholarship. Cecil was born in 1896, the son of Fred and Clara Estabrook. He graduated from ACI in 1917 and attended Boston University as a law student, and then moved out west, where he had a very successful career. Cecil never forgot where he came from, and in his will, he left money to various local organizations in the towns of Blaine and Mars Hill. With their share of the money, the Mars Hill Town Council decided to set up a scholarship in memory of Cecil. The criteria for the scholarship is that each recipient is a resident of Mars Hill and maintains a grade point average of at least 90. This year, the recipients of the scholarship will each receive $150. The 2021 Cecil Estabrook Scholarship recipients are Madison Coffin, Janelle Tweedy, and Cheyenne Price. The second scholarship is the Bob and Betty Alexander Scholarship, and it was given in memory of Bob and Betty Alexander and Max Miller. This scholarship is to be awarded to an active FFA member. Bob and Betty and Max were avid FFA supporters, with Bob being an honorary member of the Mars Hill chapter. The scholarship this year is from a multi-generational farm family in the amount of $300, and it goes to Libby Grass. Thank you.
I'm the last one to talk, so I'll just move this one. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. If you don't know me, my name is Sadie Shawn. I'm the school counselor here at Central Aroostook. I have the honor of presenting some awards and many scholarships tonight. We are really fortunate in our community to have such support. And just a reminder, seniors, when I call your name, stand up, be proud. You can't mess it up. Just stand up and stand there and let the crowd cheer you on, okay? After this is over, we will meet up and you will each get an envelope with all of your awards and scholarships in it. All right, so the first one I have is some FFA awards. The Mars Hill FFA Award scholarships to members who served as officers during their high school career. Libby Grass served as chapter officer for the past 2 years, and Samantha Mccrum all 4 years of high school. The Mars Hill FFA is grateful to both Libby and Sammy for their years of service and dedication to our chapter. Congratulations, girls, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Remember, your chapter will always have your back. The next award I have is the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award. This is awarded to a senior who has consistently been dependable, kind, and hardworking. This year, the award goes to Emma Fletcher. The ACI CAHS Alumni Scholarship is next. Both the ACI and CAHS Alumni award scholarships to graduating seniors. This year, the committee has chosen 2 students for $500 each, Jalen Johnston and Malachi Fitzherbert. Next is the Aroostook Lodge 197 Scholarship. The Lodge awards scholarships each year to graduating seniors. This year they have chosen 2 recipients in the amount of $500 each, Lauren Chewbacca and Janelle Tweedy. Next, I have the honor of presenting the Bridgewater Recreation Department Volunteer Recognition for 2021. So bear with me, I haven't read through this yet, Jill, but I think I can do it. From the Bridgewater Recreation Department, congratulations, class of 2021. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. As with all small community recreation departments, the Bridgewater Recreation Department relies on volunteers to succeed. Being a volunteer-run organization, we fully understand the important role volunteers play in providing a quality recreation program in our community. We deeply value our connection with Central Aroostook High School as an organization who helps students fulfill their community service obligations for graduation. Many students come to us to fulfill those community service hours, most during the summer months for our summer recreation program. These young volunteers really do leave a lasting impression on the youth we serve. They are their champions, their mentors, their sounding boards, and their role models. This past year has been challenging, as we all know, and we were unable to hold most of our usual programming. We did successfully hold a trunk-or-treat event with a drive-in style movie and had Santa stop by the Civic Building for a visit with kids. This year, as in the past, we have been fortunate to have outstanding young people volunteering to make these events possible. From these volunteers, there are those who stand out above others in their contributions and dedication to the program. This is why, for the past 15 years, we have recognized a graduating senior for his or her outstanding contributions to our recreation programs. This year, the Bridgewater Recreation Department would like to recognize Malachi Fitzherbert, Amy Garrettson, and Jenna Rusby. They also have an Outstanding Senior Volunteer Award for the class of 2021. This award goes to Hudson Bradbury. Hudson has been a part of the program since he was old enough to participate, and then upon reaching junior high, he became a volunteer on a regular basis. He has always been willing to do whatever was asked of him. The participants enjoy him as much as he enjoys them. It's with great pride that we'd like to thank Hudson for his contributions to the Bridgewater Recreation Department by presenting him with a plaque in recognition of his dedication to the youth of Bridgewater. Thank you, Hudson, and best of luck as you head off to Johnston and Wales this fall. The next scholarship I have is the Barry Barker Tweedy Scholarship. Barry Barker Tweedy has been a longtime supporter of Central Aroostook High School seniors, awarding many scholarships over the years. Students must write an essay on the topic of overcoming an obstacle. Barry passed away in January, but through this scholarship, his legacy continues. This year, the family chose 5 students to get a scholarship in the amount of $600 each. They are Howard Sargent, Alex Toby, Alexis LaFerrier, Hudson Bradbury, and Grayson McKenney. The next scholarship I have is the Bca Alumni Scholarship. Each year, students who are descendants of Bridgewater Classical Academy graduates. Okay, I'm not from here, so I've learned over time that's the high school that was in Bridgewater, right? Okay.
Robin usually does this one. So descendants of Bridgewater Classical Academy are chosen to receive these scholarship funds. This year, the scholarships in the amount of $333 each go to Hudson Bradbury, Jenna Rusby, and Macy Beals. The next scholarship I have is the Bob Doke Memorial Scholarship. In memory of Bob Doke, his wife Judy awards a scholarship each year. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Michaela Bernier. The next scholarship is the C.P. Whitaker Scholarship. Every year, the C.P. Whitaker Scholarship has been given out in his memory and on behalf of his family. Whit, as he was affectionately called, touched the lives of many students here through his industrial arts program. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $200 goes to Josh Dahl. The next scholarship I have is the Central Aroostook High School Faculty Scholarship. In case you're not aware, students, we have to pay money to wear jeans. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we do. And we put all that money towards a scholarship. And this year, we got a few extra jean days in there because we didn't have our typical cheerleading competition that also funds those scholarships. This year, the staff had a hard time choosing. So they're giving it to 9 students. It was hard. It was a long discussion, but we came up with these 9 students, and they will each get $100. Josh Dahl, Howard Sargent, Malachi Fitzherbert, Macy Beals, Emma Fletcher, Alexis LaFerrier, Exernia Watts Conrad, Jalen Johnston, and Cheyenne Price. The next scholarship is the Chris Cincerbo Memorial Scholarship. Chris was a 1987 graduate of Central Aroostook High School. He was a good student and athlete and had a great sense of humor. This scholarship was established in his memory following his death due to an accidental fall. On behalf of the Cincerbo family, I'm pleased to present this scholarship in the amount of $300 to Janelle Tweedy. The next scholarship is the Dana and Arlene Mccrum Scholarship. Each year, the Mccrum family awards scholarships in memory of Dana and Arlene Mccrum. In honor of them, their family has chosen 2 students this year, Emma Fletcher and Samantha Mccrum. Next, we have the York Family Scholarship. This scholarship was started in 1984 in memory of Thomas York Sr., who is the great-great-grandfather to this year's recipient, Megan Brewer. The next scholarship is the Edith Kimball Lane Scholarship. This was established in 1996 to provide financial support to graduating seniors from Central Aroostook High School. On behalf of the Kimball family, I'm pleased to announce that we have 4 recipients in the amount of $865 each. They are Amy Garrettson, Brian Anthony, Cheyenne Price, and Emma Fletcher. Next scholarship is the Emmett Bud Porter Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Porter was a teacher here at Central Aroostook and also the National Honor Society advisor for many years. Each year, Mr. Porter always awarded a scholarship to a graduating senior. On graduation, he liked to do that. He was a pretty awesome guy. After he passed away, his daughters continued this tradition in his memory. This scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Amy Garrettson. Next is the Harvest Scholarship. The Harvest Scholarship is given out each year to seniors who've worked at least 2 seasons and have been recommended by a farmer. This year, the Harvest Scholarships go to the following seniors, and they are in the amount of $1,100, $1,100 each. So if we can just hold our applause, there's a list here. Libby Grass, Howard Sargent, Amy Garrettson, Alex Toby, Brandon Wright, Malachi Fitzherbert, and Samantha Mccrum. The next scholarship is the Jack Harveth Memorial Scholarship. This was established when Jack Harveth made a very generous donation to the fund here at Central Aroostook High School. As a young man, Jack was unable to attend college himself due to his family's financial status, and he recognized that students need financial assistance in order to obtain their college goals. In memory of Jack Harveth, I'm very pleased to present 3 $500 scholarships to Madison Coffin, Jalen Johnston, and Exernia Watts Conrad. Next is the J. Bradbury Memorial Scholarship. Jay was a 1979 graduate of Central Aroostook High School. He was an athletic young man who also did well academically. This scholarship was established in his memory after he passed away in a work-related accident. On behalf of his family, I'm pleased to present this scholarship in the amount of $300 to Amy Garrettson. The next scholarship is the Leroy Shepherd Merit Scholarship. Mr. Shepherd was a longtime teacher here at Central Aroostook, and the Adelman family awards this scholarship to honor Mr. Shepherd and the inspiration he was to his students. Each year, students must write an essay for this scholarship. The scholarship for the class of 2021, for the amount of $500, goes to Lauren Chewbacca. The next scholarship is the Margaret and Bert Tidd Memorial Scholarship. This was established to provide scholarship assistance to deserving students residing in Bridgewater, Maine, who intend to pursue post-secondary education at a 2- or 4-year university. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Macy Beals and Howard Sargent. Next, we have the Mars Hill Rotary Club Scholarship. Each year, the Mars Hill Rotary Club awards scholarship to graduating seniors. In order to be eligible, students must write an essay on the topic of service above self. This year, the Rotary Club has chosen 5 students to receive this scholarship in the amount of $500 each. We'll just hold our applause till I call them out. Macy Beals, Malachi Fitzherbert, Elizabeth Hotham, Howard Sargent, and Brandon Wright. The next scholarship is the Northern Maine Community College Presidential Scholarship. Every year, Northern Maine Community College awards a graduating senior from each high school who will attend NMCC in the fall. This scholarship is in the amount of $1,000 and is renewable for 2 years. This year's Presidential Scholarship is awarded to Emma Fletcher. The next scholarship is the Dwayne Grass FFA Scholarship. It is my pleasure at this time to announce that the Mars Hill FFA is awarding a $1,000 scholarship in honor of Mr. Dwayne Grass. Dwayne was a vital member of our Mars Hill FFA family, from celebrating members' accomplishments, ensuring safe arrival and return from any FFA-related event, to sharing numerous stories connecting to everyone he encountered. Dwayne wholeheartedly supported the endeavors of the Mars Hill FFA. We are grateful for the impact he had on the organization. As much of what we would do would not be possible without his hard work and support. It's our hope that we honor his legacy in the years to come through our actions as we promote the foundational principles of the FFA. As a way to remember Dwayne and all he did to help support the FFA, as well as the students at Central Aroostook, we award the Dwayne Grass FFA Memorial Scholarship to a senior member who will attend the University of Maine Orono this fall to study business and accounting with the intent to return to the county to work on the family farm. Congratulations, Libby Grass. The next scholarship is the Grace and Jiggs Rideout Memorial Scholarship. The family of Grace and Jiggs Rideout established a scholarship in their memory a few years back to support students going on to college in the fall. This year, they've chosen 2 students in the amount of $1,000 each. They are Elizabeth Hotham and Jenna Rusby. The next scholarship is the Yale and Mary Adelman Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was established by their family to honor their memory. They are a family that truly value education, and through this scholarship, their dedication to education continues. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Janelle Tweedy and Libby Grass. The next scholarship I have is the Embark Scholarship. This scholarship goes to a student going to community college who has participated in the Embark program. This scholarship is in the amount of $2,000 and goes to Alex Toby. The Clifford and Maida Grass Memorial Scholarship is been given out on behalf of Brian and Dixie Grass. They have chosen to give 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 to Megan Brewer and Lauren Shabelka. The family of Albert and Margaret Hebert established a scholarship in their memory. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Samantha Mccrum. The next scholarship is the Kevin Smith and Son Incorporated Scholarship. This year, Kevin and Sandy Smith are awarding 4 scholarships. The scholarship are for students pursuing a 2- or 4-year degree, and they are in the amount of $500. They are awarded to Malachi Fitzherbert, Emma Fletcher, Jalen Johnston, and Madison Coffin. Next scholarship is the Smith Family Scholarship. The Smith Family Scholarship was established in memory of their parents as a way to honor their commitment to education in all its forms. They are pleased to present these second semester scholarships in the amount of $250 each to Howard Sargent, Malachi Fitzherbert, and Janelle Tweedy. The next scholarship is the Ladies Auxiliary Memorial Scholarship. This year it is in memory of Kathy Kilcollins. In order to be eligible for this scholarship, students must have written an essay about how someone in the military has impacted their life. This year the auxiliary has chosen to give their scholarship to Brian Anthony. The next scholarship is the Greg Grass Memorial Scholarship. In memory of Greg Grass, a scholarship in the amount of $800 is being awarded to Howard Sargent. The George and Annie Knox Scholarships are administered by the Ricker College Board of Trustees and are presented to Aroostook County High School students. This $2,000 scholarship can be renewed for up to 4 years, making it a total of $8,000. This year, the scholarship goes to Janelle Tweedy. The family of Robert Mccrum established a scholarship in his memory. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Howard Sargent. The next scholarship I have is the Two Light Scholarship, and the amount of $1,000 goes to Malachi Fitzherbert. The Masonic Lodge number 160 of Corinna, Maine, proudly awards a scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Samantha Mccrum. In memory of Fred Sylvester, his family established a scholarship. This year, the scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Josh Thomas. The Elks USA Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 this year goes to Grayson McKenney. The next scholarship is the Barry Shaw Memorial Scholarship. Barry Shaw graduated from Central Aroostook High School in 1969 at the top of his class. He was a very smart person and also a hard worker. He went on to the University of Maine at Presque Isle and studied business. Barry was beloved by many in the Mars Hill community. In memory of Barry, I would like to award this scholarship in the amount of $500 to Janelle Tweedy. The next scholarship I have is the Dwayne Grass Memorial Scholarship, put together by his family. This past year, we lost one of our beloved bus drivers and our biggest FFA supporter. Dwayne loved the students of Central Aroostook High School and gave tirelessly of his time to support them. Through this scholarship, his memory and support of student success lives on. In honor of Dwayne and his family, 4 students have been chosen this year to receive a scholarship, the amount of $400 each. Megan Brewer, Howard Sargent, Amy Gerritsen, and Josh Dahl. Okay. The last one I have is the Senator George Mitchell Scholarship. Senator George Mitchell awards a scholarship to a graduating senior from every public high school in the state of Maine. This year, there were 1,300 applications for the Mitchell Scholarship, and the selection committee faced a great challenge in making its final decision. Each application was reviewed with great care through several rounds, and various factors were considered. This year's Mitchell Scholars will each receive a $10,000 scholarship that is distributed equally in installments of $2,500 each academic year a student attends college. This year's Mitchell Scholarship goes to Josh Dahl. I would like to thank all of the individuals and businesses who've contributed to our local scholarship fund. For without your financial support, it'd be difficult for our students to pay for their continued education. I continue to be so very impressed by the generosity shown by our local community towards our graduating seniors. We are blessed. Your financial contributions are greatly appreciated by all those involved, and once again, we thank you. This concludes our evening. Thank you for joining us. You are invited to join us tomorrow night for graduation at 7:30 p.m.